We will now proceed further. I would like us to concentrate on Adi Shakti Jagat Janani. And we perform Stotra to praise Mata. And in this, you're on your own, each person. So you pour your heart out to Devi Ma, whatever is in your heart. Whatever. The mother is the ocean of compassion, the ocean of grace. Once we surrender to her, she takes charge of everything in our lives. The key to it is surrender. She's the only one, as we say, who can help us. So visualize Devi and pray. Om Tat Sat. Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Sri Saraswatyaya Namaha. At Tantroktam Ratri Suktam. Om Vishweshwarin Jagadhatrin. Siti Sanghara Karnim. Nadirang Bhagavating Vishnur. Atulang Tejasah Prabhu. Tvam Swaha Tvam Swadha Tvam Hi. Vakhat Karha Swaratmika. Sudha Tvamakshare Nitye. Tridha Matatmika Schita. Ardha Mata Schita Nitya. Yanuchare Visheshatah. Tvameva Sandhya Savitri. Tvam Devi Janani Para. Tvayaitat Dharyate Vishwam. Tvayaitat Sirjate Jagat. Tvayaitat Palyate Devi. Tamatsyante Cha Sarvada. Visrishtau Srishti Rupa Tvam. Sthiti Rupa Cha Palani. Tatha Sanghiti Rupanti Jagatosya Jaganmaye. Mahavidya Mahamaya. Mahamedha Mahasmitihi. Mahamoha Cha Bhavati. Mahadevi Mahasuri. Prakritistvam Cha Sarvasya. Gunatraya Vibhavini. Kal Ratr Maharatr Moharatrishcha Daruna. Tvam Srist, Tvam Ishwari, Tvam Srist, Tvam Buddhir Bodhalakshanaha. Lajja Pushtis Tatha Tushtis, Tvam Shanti, Shanti Revacha. Khangini Shulini Ghora, Gadini Chakrini Tatha, Shankhini Chapini Ban, Bhushundi Parigha Yudha. Saumya Saumita Rasheshaha, Saumye Bhaspati Sundari, Para Paranang Parama, Tvameva Parameshwari, Yacha Kinchit Kvachit Vastu, Sat Asatva Khilatmike, Tasa Sarvasa Ya Shakti, Satvam Kinsvese Tada, Yaya Tvaya Jagat Srishta, Jagatpad Yatti Yo Jagat, Sopi Nidravasham Nitaha, Kastvang Stoti Miheshwaraha, Vishnu Sharira Granam, Ham Ishana Evacha, Karitasya Yato Tastvang, Kahastotung Shaktiman Bhavit, Satamitham Bhavai Bhaiswer, Udairair Devi Sangstuta, Mohayaito Duradharshav, Asurav Madhukaita Bhav, Prabodham Cha Jagat Swami, Niyatam Achutu Laghu, Bodhascha Kriyatamasya, Hantu Meto Mahasurav, Om Tatsat Iti Ratri Suktam Samaptam, Om Hrim Sim Chandikaya Namaha. Let's join together, devotees, as we glorify Mata. Hey Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Kali Jagmata, Kali Jagmata. Hey Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. O Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Hey Kali Jagmata, Kali Jagmata. Hey Kali Jagmata, Kali Jagmata. Jai Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Jai Shri Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Kali Jagmata, Kali Jagmata. Hey Kali Jagmata, Kali Jagmata. Jai Jai Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Jai Shri Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Jai Shri Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali Jagmata. Holy Siyar Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. And devotees, for a few moments we concentrate on Bholinath. Now, Lord Shiva, as all aspects of divinity that we worship, represent certain powers inside of every one of us. So, as I begin, let me put it to you, there are three ways of worship, per se, devotions. There is Bahya Bhakti, there is Ananya Bhakti, there is Ekanta Bhakti. Now, Bahya Bhakti, the physical offerings that we make. So, when perform Bahya Bhakti, then now all these questions arise. What color flowers to use, what color flag to use, how many laddus to put for Ganesh, if they put tulsi, don't put tulsi. Plenty confusion. The Bahaya Bhakti. And each person thinking differently. Do this or don't do it. Some say do it, some say don't do it. That's Bahaya Bhakti. It's more psychological. Now, if you follow what we need to do, in that context, there can be a lot of confusion, as there is. People are confused at times what to do, what not to do. But you have to start somewhere. Now, there is what they call Ananya Bhakti. So, I've been putting it to you that each aspect of divinity represents a particular quality in every person. So, we start with what the Vedas have said, Yatha Pindi Tatha Brahmandi. As in the microcosm, so the macrocosm. Ishwar Anjiva Vinashi, Chedananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham, Aham Brahmasmi. The scriptures all tell us that I am divinity. But very few of us realize it. So this is what I want to remind you of. We are all divinity. The 13th chapter of the Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, I am the soul in each person. Each of us. We are ansautar, part manifestation of that divine. But we don't realize that. It's like a lamp or light, but a bushel is covering it. That inner lamp is there, but the bushel of ignorance is covering that. So even though we are told that, many of us don't even accept that. How I could be God? Because you don't understand your scriptures. And I'm putting it to you, that if that divinity is inside, and all these aspects, all these different forms of divinity, Ganesh Baba, Durga Ma, Lakshmi Ma, Saraswati Mata, where would they be? Not inside? But how? If you cut me, you wouldn't see Ganesh with the elephant head. But what is Ganesh in me? What is Ganesh in you? Ganesh represents what we call Vivek, or discriminative power. The ability to differentiate between real and unreal, truth from falsehood, etc. And when we are told in life, before you do anything, worship Lord Ganesh first. This is a philosophical reason why. If you do not understand why you're doing what you're doing, you don't have that differentiating, that discriminating power, you make a mess of everything. So in other words, when we worship the Lord as Ganesh, I activate that power inside of me, the power of Gyan, Vivek, discriminative power, the ability to differentiate. As I use the example, if your car shutting down every day, shutting down every day, shutting down every day, many see it as a problem. Let's do Ganesh Puja. He removes problems. Is Ganesh a mechanic? If you analyze closely, what should you do? Take the car to a mechanic. If it can't fix, get the next one. The idea as to what to do is the manifestation of Ganesh. So what you're doing, you bring Ganesh from the outside to the inside. inside of you. Durga Ma, Ichha Shakti, willpower. Lakshmi Ma, Gyan Shakti, the power of wisdom. Saraswati Ma, Kriya Shakti, knowledge with application. Shivaji, Vairagya, this passion, the ability to let go. And this is a very critical quality we need to have. If you cannot let go, there is no way you can go forward in life, spiritually. You have to develop this passion. Now the Western world says, do things with a passion. The Eastern world says, develop this passion. Because where there's passion, there's an expectation. And asha dukhasya karanam. Expectation is the cause of unhappiness. You see? So if I worship Shiva, that power unfold inside of me. I learn to let go. I'm in the world but not of the world. And not incidentally, but scriptures tell us, if I do not have this quality of this passion, I cannot and never ever will attain spiritual perfection. Simple, but not so simple. These points include many. Because you see, I keep saying that religion is like the school system. Preschool, primary, secondary, tertiary. Majority people in preschool. Give them blocks to play with and they're happy right there. But we all know from preschool, whatever you learn, you build up and build up and you keep building up as you go on to tertiary level, if you reach so far. So too in religion. So the Bahya Bhakti is like that preschool level. And now I'm trying to put you to a higher level. So Ganesh is not outside. Ganesh is inside. Discriminative power. Durga Ma inside. Lakshmi Ma inside. Saraswati Ma inside. Shivaji inside. Hanumanji, the mind principle. Panchmukhi Hanuman. 5 mental planes. We'll maybe touch upon this as we go along during the course of the yagya. But what I'm putting to all of us is that all these forms of divinity, there we start off, man thinks in images, we focus upon these, but to go to a different level, we have to realize the powers are inside of me. Now when you realize the powers are inside of you, you're not waiting for Ganesh to come from wherever. You're not waiting for Shivaji to come from Kailas Parbat. Ganesh is in me, Shiva is in me, Devi is in me, all powers in me. So therefore I just have to go inside. This is what we mean by going inside, which is difficult for many people to understand. How do I go inside? Devotees, I use a simple analogy, like a motorcar engine. You have all the systems here. Coolant system, electrical system, computer system. If your car park up, you realize nothing is working. You have to start your car for everything to work. We are likewise, to use your analogy, all the powers in us, but many people can't park up. And how do I start my car? What we are doing here. Activating the energies. You have to do a process. And let me just add to it. Long ago, Shivan, we started car cranking, pushing, jump start. How you starting car now? Push button. You see what we're doing here? This is equivalent to push button. And for many people, even this has become difficult. So lazy have we become. Everything is put there for us. But as the Shankaracharya used to say, Papa, Guru Vasisht said the same thing. Laziness and stupidity are 2 main factors that prevent us from achieving anything. We don't make effort. We don't understand. We don't care to understand. We want to remain one level, a comfort zone. But I'm saying to you, you stay right there, you achieve nothing much except crumbs. If you want to go to higher levels, you have to take it to a higher level. In other words, Ananya Bhakti, exclusive devotion. You're tapping the powers inside of you. You don't have to go far. But you would realize, if you know how difficult it is to go inside. It's easy to pay thousands of dollars and go to India. But I'm not telling you anything, I just make any point. It's thousands of dollars to go to India, but to go inside, which is free, it's a very, very difficult journey for many. It may be impossible. And you know why? Because in many, it might sound harsh, but there's a cesspool of impurities inside. I don't want to confront myself. And this is where we fail. For if you can't confront yourself, how can you better yourself? How can you tap into that inner power, the divinity, and reach to higher levels? So devotees, this is what you call Ananya Bhakti. God not outside. I mean, when I say that, I bring him inside. And if I say God is in me, then ultimately what is the next step? Not God is in me. Aham Brahmasmi. I am divinity. But if you keep worshipping only outside only, when are we going to get him to the inside? When am I going to realize that I am divinity? Aham Brahmasmi. So I want everybody to understand what I am saying. This is not a joke we're doing here, It might be a little ritual you're performing to give thanks and whatever else. But you see, these opportunities don't come again. Samay na avat barambar. And most importantly, everybody on your own. I can't do anything for you. You can't do anything for me. If you don't make the right effort, if you don't push the button, so to speak, you remain right there like Akashadam. So in other words, devotees, you're on your own. It depends on what you want now. If you want crumbs from the bread, you are a beggar, no problem. But if you really want to reach to the highest point, listen to what I'm telling you. And you have to work on yourself. You have to do it for yourself. Nobody could do it for you. I can point you in a direction, I can facilitate. I cannot do it for you. I have to do it for myself. I want you to understand that. So having said that, I want to worship Shiva. To withdraw the mind from all negativities and focus on the divine, supreme. The mind, we are preparing the mind. Now, Shiva, as I said, dispassion. When I do invocation, many think I'm tapping into the divine energy. Yes, but where? Inside of me. I'm preparing myself. Like a radio now, if you tune into the right frequency, what you pick up? I said a cackle. And this is what the major problem is. When we sit, you have to tune into the right frequency. Otherwise, you're wasting time. Come, socialize, eat, go back home. But spiritually, where are you? So devotees, having said that, we have to understand what we are doing, what this whole thing is about. And as we go through this week, year, once I am here, you're going to get a little deeper meaning to everything that we do, not on the surface only. The time has come when we should go beyond preschool, beyond primary, maybe secondary. We do the same thing, but we understand differently. I hope you understand that. Okay? So having said that, just remember, you are on your own. You waste your time, it's your time you waste, not mine. Yeah? Just remember, tomorrow never comes. If you waste today, it's gone, doesn't come back. So devotees, having said all that, is to prepare you. Let's concentrate. Bholenath, and remember what it symbolizes. This passion, withdrawing the mind from all things of a material nature at this point, so we can focus on Ma, Devi, divine glories of the Lord. So simple, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Surrender. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshama. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Bole Shumapati Mahadev Ki Jai. Now devotees, tonight, the first night, I'm going to take a discourse from Devi Bhagavad. We are doing Devi Katha, so I have my Devi Bhagavad. And normally the first night we try to focus upon the Mahatma, the greatness of Devi Bhagavad, what we are doing. All right? Now, we always say it's good to understand why you do what you do. Don't do anything by guess. The Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita says, if you do things avidhi purvak, it takes a long time to attain any results. If you do things vidhi purvak, Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us, then you'll be surprised to see how quick results come. This is why I took some time in the beginning to explain to you what we are doing. You just don't go to mechanical routine just like that. If you understand you want to achieve results, you have to understand what you're doing. So, devotees, we are doing Devi Bhagavad. What is its greatness? So I will just use one incident here, where Sri Suji Maharaj, he is relating Katha to Saunakji, thousands of sages in Naimisharanya. They had satsang. They all wanted to listen to the glories of God. And devotees, little points to note. When the holy ones congregate, they don't waste time in old talk. And the holy ones, they know scriptures. Yet every opportunity that presents itself, they want to listen to scriptures. It's like the jeweler, knowing the value of jewels. The man in the street is caused up with glass, that which shines. So in other words, those who are spiritual, they crave for spirituality, and they don't waste time in idle pursuits. Now I start off by saying this because, speech is important. What is speech? Vardhanamartha sanghanang rasanang chandasamapi. I start off with that. Mangalanang chakartaru vande vani vinayaku. Devi is speech. Devi is speech. So here we are, want to worship Devi, therefore speech is important. And it's also important to know that Chanak Maharaj made a statement, Satya Mata, truth is mother. So if I am worshipping Devi, my speech must be wholesome. As the scriptures say, Chhod burai karo bhalai, chhod padai ninda. Jhoot na bol, sat ki tol, mithi boli boli. You see speech, devotees? Many of us, we get cursed because of speech, not the proper speech. Not realizing it's vibration, sound. What is the first vibration ever created? Om, sound vibration, sound, the power of sound. Devotees, we have the sense of hearing, right? This Gyan Indriya. This is why we are blessed, sense of hearing. Sound vibrations can do anything. And therefore we need to use sound vibrations wisely. Criticizing people, condemning them, vilifying them, that is to your detriment. You not wish anyway. And I've always said, if you take a stone and knock it against a gold cup, does it increase the value of the stone? Does it decrease the value of the gold? Gold is gold and stone is stone. So in other words, we don't waste time. And everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. This universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies. All of us have different levels of vibration. When we worship Devi, it is to lift that energy, that vibration to a higher level. So devotees, all this again I keep saying, it depends on you, each person. Each person. So the wise ones, when they assemble, they don't waste time in nonsense. What they speak about? The divine. They glorify the divine. So long time passed by. Bhagavad Mahapuran, Shiv Puran, Devi Bhagavad. Sri Suji Maharaj, a disciple of Ved Vyas, he was one highly qualified to recite, to repeat to the sages. So devotees, the sages asked because they wanted to hear. And you see, we can digress one after the other, If you go to Sri Ram Charitamanas, when Sri Ram went into the forest, he met Valmiki. After this initial interaction, he said, "O sage, indicate a spot to me where Sita Mata, my brother and myself will live without disturbing the holy ones." Then Sri Ram, Valmiki smiled, he said, "Lord, tell me where you are not. Then I'll be able to tell you where to reside." How could Sri Ram say he is not? Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. He smiled embarrassingly. And then Valmiki Muni, he indicated 13 conditions, not places, 13 conditions which if they exist, the Lord resides. And the first one he says, you know what? O Sri Ram, different rivers and streams flow to the ocean. The ocean never overflows. It has an infinite capacity for holding water. So too, O Lord, all your kathas, your glories, whether Shipuran, Devi Katha, Krishna Katha, whatever, all your glories, they are like rivers and streams. And the individual's capacity for hearing is like the capacity of the ocean. Anybody who listens and listens and listens and never gets fed up listening, that person's heart is a pure spot. Dwell there. One of the characteristics of a devotee of God is that he craves to listen to the glories of the Lord. Unwaveringly, insatiable appetite. Sri Ram told Shivari, Pratham Bhakti Santan Kar Sangha, Dusira Mama Katha Prasanga. In the company of the holy ones assemble. They talk about divinity only. So they develop this insatiable appetite to listen to God's glories. You can look into the mirror, devotees, and see what is reflected back to you. If right now the katha doesn't appeal to you, just train whatever, it tells quite clearly you're not there yet. You have to analyze yourselves. I'm not analyzing you. I'm putting it to you. Right? So each person has to analyze. Do you have these qualities? Listening to katha. And if we could even go to Bhagavad, that Bhagavad we did. Dhundhukari. What liberated Dhundhukari? Many may say there's a Bhagavad. It's not the Bhagavad liberated him. Listening to the Bhagavad liberated him. I emphasized that point the last time. I don't forget it. Listening. So when you sit to listen, if you don't listen with the right attitude, you lose out. Lose out badly. So devotees, all this is part of satsang. Many times we come satsang and we have been seeing in recent times satsang going on, people digging the phone, they dig in one another, they this, that. You could do what you want, But don't tell me you come and you went here and listen to young. You listen to nothing. You lose out. You lose out. Now don't tell me this is not so, We know it is so. You know that too. So somebody has to say it, and I'm mad enough to say it. Some people say, the Baba criticizing. Don't kill the messenger now. Take the message. We have the opportunity to go to greatest heights right here. What do? We blow it. So I'm suggesting to you, the sages, look, they never get fed up. So listen to all these kathas. Sisuji, he is continuing to relate Devi katha to those thousands of sages. So Sisuji is saying, Sisu Tubach, Satrajir Bhoja Vanshiyu, Dvaravatiyang Sukham Vasan, Surya Saradhane Vyattu, Bhaktasya Paramasakha, Atakale Nakiyata, Prasannasya Vita Bhavat, Swalokan Darshayamasa, Tad Bhaktya Pranayenucha, Tasmai Pritasya Bhagavan, Sayantak Maning Dadao, Satang Bibran, Maning Kanthe, Dvarakam Ajak Magaha, Dishvatang Tejasa Branda, Matya Dityang Puraukasaha, Krishna Mu Chas Sambhyayatya, Sudhar Maya Mavasyatam, Esha Ayati Savita, Didrish Tukswang Jagatpati, Sutva Krishna Vastu Tadvachang, Prahastu Vaj Sansadi, Savita Naisha Bhubalaha, Satrajin Manina Dwalan, Syamandak Manin Chayati, Bhaswat Dattin Bhaswata, Atha Vipran Samahuya, Swasi Vachana Purvakaha, Praveshayat, Samabhyarcheha, Satrajiswagrihi Manim, Natatra Mari Durbhiksham, Napasargam Bhayang Pachet, Yatraschisa Manit Nityam, Ashtabhara Suvarnadaha, Atha Satrajito Bhrata, Prasenu Namak Kahinchita, Kanthe Badha Maning Sadyo, Hayamaruhya Saidhavam, Mragayartham Vanang Yastat, Tomat Rakshin Mrgadhipaha, Prasenang Sahayang Hatva, Singho Jagrahatang Manin. Jambuvan Brikshayar Jotha, Vishwa Manidharang Harim, Hatva Chang, Hatva Tang, Beladwadvarim, Mani Dagraha Viryavan, Satang Mani, Swaputraya, Kridanartham Madat Prabhu, Atak Chikrida Balepi, Maning Samprapi Bhaswaram. Devotees, Sri Shivji Maharaj is saying, O sages, in that lineage of the Bhojas, you have lineage. There was a king whose name was Satrajit. He lived in Dwarika, Puri. Now, notice he was the king of Dwarika. It's good to make, these scriptures are not isolated by themselves. When we did Krishna Katha, I mentioned to you, Krishna Bhagavan was never a king. He was a kingmaker. Sri Ram was a king. In Dwarika, Puri, Satrajit was king. So there, Satrajit, righteous person, a very devoted person. Once Satrajit decided that he wanted to perform a special worship to Surya Narayan, the sun. Enlightened intellect, oh God, come and go on. Oh God, what will happen? Oh God. The enlightened intellect, what I just told you. Positive boy, let me turn this to my advantage. Nothing is worrying me. Nothing is worrying me. This is how you think. As I use the example of Shrek and donkey. When Shrek tells donkey, I'm like an onion. Donkey said, why, you smelling bad? Shrek said, no, I have many layers. Shrek represents the enlightened intellect. He's seen everything in a gross sense. Donkey, that is. The onion smelling bad. But here, Shrek, no, I have many layers. That is philosophy. Everything in life can be taken in this way. It depends upon you. And I keep saying this. You know how you are tested? When things get difficult. Not easy, no? When things are challenging, then you test yourself. So you see me, tonight I feel very good. Many years ago, I get very angry. Seriously, Shivan. I can't sing, I can't ball hard. People won't hear me. Me, I care why. You reach to that point where you see the benefit. I am making a sacrifice for Mata. The thinking becomes different. You grow. This is why I keep saying, if you don't grow, something wrong with you. You're stagnant, like top spinning in mud. So the sun represents the intellect. And anybody, we are told to worship Surya Narayan every day. Because the intellect controls the mind, which controls the senses. If the intellect is not working properly, everything goes blank. You see nothing. You understand nothing. So devotees, Satrajit worships Surya Narayan. And that worship of Surya Narayan, Bhakti, developed more, further. Great success, his sacrifice. And in due course, he was given a special gem that was called Syamantak Mani. That gem was the token of appreciation for his devotions to Surya Narayan Swami. He was very overjoyed to be rewarded because of his sacrifices. So he took that gem, which was shining like another sun, brilliant, dazzling, and he returned to Dwarika Puri, his kingdom. Now, while returning, everybody saw this huge brilliance coming towards Dwarika Puri. So they began to say, oh, like Surya Narayan Swami is coming to pay a visit. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna, dwelling in Dwarika Puri, he said, no, that is not Surya Narayan. Satrajit has been the recipient of the Syamantak Mani gem, and he's coming back with that. His devotions have come to fulfillment. Now devotees, sometimes they say something, people take it good, others take it otherwise. Bhagavan Krishna spoke what was truth. But when Satrajit came, he came with that Syamantak Mani. They performed Swasti Vachan, blessed and so on, and put it in a very special spot. But amongst those inhabitants of Dwarika Puri, you have those who didn't like too much what Bhagavan Krishna said. Yeah? Always that, like I keep saying, like yourself. You think everybody will like what I say? You think I don't know that? It doesn't worry me. Everybody based upon their own level of ignorance. Yeah? There were those who didn't like too much because they felt that Bhagavan Krishna contradicted them. It's not Surya Narayan coming, he said. They felt, how? So devotees, something happened. But we'll come to that very briefly. But let me just complete my little talk about Surya Narayan. Now yesterday, what we had? So people say a sun clip. An eclipse of the sun, total eclipse of the sun. Now, we hear all different kind of stories, right? Somebody from India say, everything reside in Hanuman Baba tail, so that worship Hanuman, and some others say Ganesh Baba, All cultures, all kind of different kind of things they say. Notice, if you pay attention to what happened yesterday, that solar eclipse was referred to as the Great American Eclipse. All didn't see that, eh? The Great American Eclipse, that America eclipse. Yeah. Devotees, many people get married when eclipse was here. Eclipse party, fat. I guess you all have seen that, right? Whatever they want to is up to them. Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us that whenever or wherever there is a total eclipse of the sun, there follows destruction. Destruction. If you remember 2017, there was a total eclipse of the sun and visible in the United States. Same thing, eclipse party ending. And it was in August of 2017. 5 major hurricanes hit them one after the other. Mass killings started from then up to now. This eclipse didn't have time to take place yet. People may say, look, these are coincidences. Huh? A big ship bungs on a whole bridge for long in Baltimore. In New York, never get earthquake. For how long? All get earthquake? Earthquake. These things normal? These things normal? Now all you have to do is to witness. I'm not a prophet, you know. I'm just looking at what my scriptures say. And what we are saying here, that this is not a good sign. Now I'll put it to you from metaphysics. The sun represents the intellect. And the moon blocked off the sun. You notice the moon, what it represents in the human body, moods and so on, emotion. Follow? They say when full moon come, people get love struck and so on. Whatever happened. Yeah. Devotees, the moon block off the sun. You take it from this perspective, the sun represents the intellect. And I am looking at the moon here as more emotions. Man thinking at a lower level. What is going to happen? Many, many mistakes will be made. Not from an intellectual perspective enlightened, but unenlightened, based upon emotion. And many decisions will be made by people that will lead to destruction. My interpretation. Watch it and see. Okay? Now, luckily we didn't see it here, but we're doing a good job here ourselves. Or we read whether some man saw a child neck, right? Huh? But we already mad here. Follow? And we haven't seen eclipse. So what's going to happen to the devotees? The world is on the brink. Now it's a great, astronomical happening, etc. Amazing. Very amazing. But if you follow everything from Jyotish perspective, we are controlled by certain of these vibrations. And devotees, I'm saying to you, just don't believe me, wait and see. Time, what happens? What is going to happen? It's going to continue. It's going to continue. We can't stop it, But you know where the problem is starting from? It's man. Man, the intellect. The sun blocked off. Man wouldn't think straight. He wouldn't think straight. Now you may reject what I am saying, you may think otherwise, no problem, it doesn't matter to me. I know why I'm saying it, I know what I'm saying, and all I'm saying, give it time. And many who don't want to believe what I'm saying, when things start to happen, they say, nah, that ain't causing it. That ain't causing it. You will have to defend your ignorance. No problem. And I will say, that causing it, that causing it. Because I have to defend my ignorance too. Yeah? Let's see. But devotees, Surush Narayan, very, very important. And we are told to worship Surush Narayan on a daily basis. But to worship that sun. Why? Because without the right thinking, the right intellect, you cannot achieve success. So devotees put it like this, something coiled up in the dark. So when you go downstairs dark, watch and see something coiled up if you see it. What is the first thought in your mind? Snake! Because we afraid snake. Right? When I see the mala just now, make sure there was no snake. Yeah. But it could be a piece of rope. So you have duality, snake or rope, snake or rope. You can't see. The darkness is causing that. You have to apply a light. Then it's either snake or rope. It can't be the two. That is how the intellect is. When the intellect is unenlightened, darkness, you see duality and plurality. You're confused. But when you see enlightened intellect, you see straight exactly what it is. And this is why we are told to worship Suraj Narayan every day. Devotees, so while I'm saying it, let me say it. Pancha Devta. Every day we have to worship these 5 aspects of divinity. Gajanan, Devi, Shiva, Suraj Narayan, and Vishnu Bhagwan. Pancha Devta, every day. Every day. Sometimes people say, this is for this deity, that is for that deity. The scriptures say worship these 5 aspects every day. And devotees, I'll tell you why. It all relates to the human body. It's not different God you're worshipping. When I worship Suraj Narayan Swami devotees, the intellect becomes purified. Intellect. That's one thing. But we have to understand who is the Adhishtatri Devta for Suraj Narayan, the sun. Devotees, Adhishtatri Devta for Suraj Narayan is Vayu, wind. Alright? Okay. So what happens? In the body, we have the tactile sense. So in addition to enlightening the intellect, we purify the sense of touch. Sound, devotees, is a quality of Akash. Vishnu Bhagwan is a Adhishtatri Devta for Akash. So when I worship Vishnu Bhagwan, the sense of hearing, I purify it. I purify the tattva inside of me. Vishnu Bhagwan is hungry, here to see. It all has to do with me. Right? And devotees, Shakti Devi, Adhishtatri Devta for again. And again has form, sight, sense of sight. Ganesh Baba, Adhishtatri Devta for water, right? Sense of taste. And Bhagavan Shankar, he is Adhishtatri Devta for Prithvi Tattva, the sense of smell. And notice, these are the 5 senses through which we perceive the world. So when I worship the Pancha Tattva, actually, the scriptures have given us that simple methodology, but what I am doing, I am purifying my 5 Gyan Indriyas, my 5 senses of perception, so that I put myself in a different level. Nothing is on the surface, devotees. So preschool, yeah, worship Suraj Narayan. Worship the sun, God bless you. Devotees. Question is, people ask the question, how can I offer water to the sun here? 93 million miles away, the sun getting that water? It is not the sun needs the water, it is your act of sacrifice that you're making. You energize your body. Devotees, I can go on and on this way, you know. But, you know, this could be very boring for people who are not up to this kind of level yet. Now, don't say I'm putting you down. If you don't have a background, it could be kind of very confusing for you. But basically, I'm saying to you, when we worship Pancha Tattva, the Pancha Devta, it is to our benefit, purifying our senses. And then I can perceive life in a different way. So devotees, this is why I want to suggest that everybody, we should make up our minds and worship Suraj Narayan every day. And I keep saying it is not for Suraj Narayan, it is for you. The mantra you say, right? Let me give a simple analogy, devotees, offering water to the sun. Look at a battery. A battery has a positive pole and negative pole, and you have electrolyte. Isn't that so? If you complete the circuit and current flows, devotee, look at the lota. The lota is shaped in a certain way. The palm of our hands, from the perspective of reflexology, they say the nerve endings here. You put both palms of your hand and hold the lota. Correct? You don't hold lota one hand and saga boy off in the hand things. Hold it both hands. You complete that circuit. The water inside is like an electrolyte or the milk. When you offer that, what you do, you chant a mantra. Devotees, you create an energy flow in your body. It's not Suraj Narayan. You draw energy. It's like a battery, completing the circuit. You energize yourself. You know, you realize the older people tell us, the more late you get up, the more dirty shoulders feel. Not feel, the more dirty shoulders get. Because at that point, late in morning time, no energy. And if man doesn't have energy, you're sluggish, you're lethargic, you fall apart. And then you think it's obia. No, laziness. Laziness. Devotees, notice everything I'm saying to you is about you. It's about us. It's not about God, you know. Don't blame God. The only time, and then if you wish to that point, you don't blame God, if you unconditionally surrender to God. But we'll talk about that some other time. But none of us are like that. So understand, everything we do is to our benefit. Will help us as we go through life. So I'm suggesting to parents, teach your children to offer dhar, offer jal. I know sometimes wasa gui problem manting, tientek tu. But the thing is, make some arrangement now. You have to offer a whole full lota, a little bit self. You could offer milk. Teach your children, but I keep saying, example is the highest precept. Don't tell the child, offer dhar and father sleep until 11 o'clock. Bad example. Devotees, these are not old-fashioned things that them old Hindu people used to do long time. They know what these things have scientific bases that we don't understand, and we condemn them. I'd be a fool to condemn what my ancestors did. I may make modifications. I won't condemn the principles, devotees. It is for our benefit. So you see, jal offering, very, very important. And it is never too late to start. And we should be doing it every day. Every day. So I want to leave you with that. Suraj Narayan, much more could be said about Suraj Narayan. They say they are Barha Aditya, representing 12 sovereign principles that exist in all of us. 6 major ones, 6 minor ones. But devotees, I will just confuse you more. Some other time, when we deal with Suraj Narayan, we will go into the depth of Suraj Narayan and show everything relates to us. By the way, the Anahat Chakra, which is the heart chakra as you call it, 12 petal lotus. Or you hear about that? Suraj Narayan. So inside of me, when I worship Suraj Narayan, that Anahat Chakra is also activated. Internal energies. Everything is about us. So when I pray, you get results. We think Suraj Narayan do that, no problem. But actually, you have to bring it about. You tap into the energies and you make yourself energized and successful. So devotees, no laziness now. And those of you who have stopped offering jal, I wonder why. And some people tell me, Guruji, every Thursday there's offer jal. I say, what happened Wednesday? What happened Tuesday? What happened Monday? And they say, well, Guruji, we just eat little thing and thing. And I say, all right, okay. So whatever. All right? You decide. Devotees, but we should worship Suraj Narayan. So I want to take a few moments to let's all join together in simple bhajan, which we all know, devotees, and we'll come back to look at the katha. A simple bhajan. Aaj andhere mein hai hum insan. O Lord, today man is in darkness of ignorance. Let that wisdom flow at the sun. Bring enlightenment into our lives, O Lord. So devotees, join me. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे, भगवन राह दिखा दे. भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे, भगवन राह दिखा दे. कदम कदम पर किरण बिछा दे, भगवन किरण बिछा दे. कदम कदम पर किरण बिछा दे, भगवन किरण बिछा दे. इन यकियन को प्रभु करा दे, इन यकियन को प्रभु करा दे. ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान. तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी, प्रभु है हम अधिकारी। तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी, प्रभु है हम अधिकारी। दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, ऐसा दे वरदान, ऐसा दे वरदान। आज मेरे लिए है इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। Narayan Swami ki jai. So devotees, remember this. And remember, I keep saying, I need God, God doesn't need me. When I do these karmas, it is to my benefit. Okay? Devotees, now this Syamantak Mani gem, it is said has special powers. Yeah? Very special powers. वहाँ भारी दुर्भिक्ष और उपसर का भाई नहीं होता, जहाँ यह प्रतिदिन आध भार सुवर्ण की देने वाली मनी रहती है। इसे wherever that gem is devotees, you know, no fear, no negativities, nothing could overpower. No negativity, because that is the blessing of Suraj Narayan. Now you have to understand this, in a metaphysical sense, it represents that intellect. So if the intellect is enlightened, you'll be able to see, to analyze critically all problems, all situations. And if you have Ganesh Shakti, you have Ganesh, discriminative power. So Suraj Narayan, enlightened intellect, Ganesh, discriminative power, Hanuman Baba, mind principle, all these powers put together. You could achieve any success in life. They come from inside. They come from inside, not outside. Yeah? So devotees, this gem has special power. The enlightened intellect, I'm putting it to you. So this gem was there, but now look what is going to happen. एक समय सत्राजित का भाई प्रसेन उस मणि को कंठ में बांध सिंध देश ही घोड़े पर चढ़कर मृगया की निमित्त बन को गया. Satrajit had a brother whose name was Prasen. Satrajit was king, he was great devotee of Bhagwan, of Suraj Narayan, etc. Prasen devotees, what he did? One day he took that gem, placed it about his neck, and he went to hunt. So this Satrajit performed so much tapasya to get a special, recognition from Suraj Narayan. And Prasen, his brother, same family, but any two finger alike. We won't go into details in the devotees. Everybody different. Everybody different. Yeah. Everybody different. Devotees, Prasen took that gem, put it about his neck, as if for protection, so he thought, and he went to hunt the deer. Hunting deer. So one went to perform devotion, one went to hunt. Devotees, while hunting on his horse and so on, what happened? They said, एक सिंह ने देखा, घोड़े सहित प्रसेन को मारकर सिंह ने यह मणि वह जामवंत वृक्ष ने उस मणि भारी सिंह को देकर बिल को द्वार कर उसे मारकर उस मणि को ग्रहण किया. This lion, there was a lion that attacked the horse of Prasen. Kill the horse, kill Prasen too. So notice, they say where that gem is, if worshipped, if taken care of, that is important. Yeah? If worshipped, taken care of, treasured in the right way, no negativities. But he took that gem to go and do what? Hunt. And what did he outcome? Lion kill him, kill the horse, and also killed him. And the lion looking at the gem, well, what will lion do with the gem? But there was a bear who was Jamwant. Now Jamwant is the very same Jamwant from Ramayana time. Right? We will come to that. Jamwant devotees, he saw what took place, and what he did, he attacked this lion, he killed the lion, and he took that gem, and he carried it into his cave, and he gave his son to play with. He had a son. They would like to show anything, no? Get them toys to play with. That money, that Samantak money came from Suraj Narayan, where it ended up in the cave of a bear. The bear son playing with it as a toy. Now you could take this in any direction, devotees. So it is, we have many, many things in our scriptures, our lineage, our culture. They come from great heights. And when they come right down here, what does it become? What does it become? All you ever noticed what Bhagavad celebrations look like now? Huh? No? All yourself, right? And dance up and jump up and thing and, what Bhagavad is supposed to be. Devotee, I won't go into all that. But if you analyze what I'm saying to you, many gems that we have been degraded. And by whom? We shall do it. You blame anybody else? You blame anybody else? Devotees, what happened now? This child playing with the gem, happy? But does that bear no value of the gem? Samantak? No. No value. So, back here in Dwarikapuri, Prasenna aane se Satrajit bada dukhi hua. Not seeing his brother coming back, Satrajit was very worried. Very, very disturbed. Mani ke lobh se na jane kisne bhrata ko maar dala. Now he is thinking, I don't know who, because of greed. Mani ke lobh se, look at his thinking, because of greed, I don't know who attacked my brother and took away that gem. But he wouldn't say that his brother went to hunt with the gem, Somebody attacked my brother, he's not coming back, because of greed for the gem. And devotees, when Satrajit came back with that gem, everybody around, you must have envy. I'll tell you one thing. It was the price of success. What the price of success? Jealousy, envy. Be successful in life. A mama say, hey, congratulations, but in mind say, I wish you to fail. People jealous a lot, envy. And you have to be prepared for this. You get promotion in a job, fight starts, envy starts. It's a way of life. Not that it's right, but you have to learn how to handle that. Yeah. So devotees, this greed. Satrajit was aware that many would all wish that they could have this gem, but none of them got it. Wonder who, thinking himself, who out of greed could have attacked Prasen and took that gem away. Devotees, some time passed, या कुछ दिनों से लोगों के मुख से पूर्व में यह किंवदंती सुनी जाने लगी कि मणि की इच्छा से कृष्ण ने ही प्रसेन को मार डाला. Because Krishna Bhagavan earlier said, no, that is not Surya Narayan, that's Satrajit, whatever. People had the axe to grind with respect to Bhagavan Krishna. So, I asked myself, who are you? Who am I? People grinding the teeth on God. Who am I? In that same city, Dwarikapuri, the murmurings began. You know what? It's Krishna. It's Krishna who killed Prasen and took away the gem. Blaming God. Ever since that has been happening, people with their own deficiency. But I don't want to go into that, devotee, it sours the mind. But you see the human being, this is why I keep saying over and over, be alone. It's nice to be alone. Because the human behavior is very erratic, unpredictable. Today they laugh nice and talk, tomorrow they cuss you upside down. You don't get caught up with it. I always say, there is one friend we have, that Lord. He doesn't disappoint. Pran Sakha Tribhun Pratipalak, Jivan Ke Balamban. Then he wouldn't be disappointed. So devotees, please pay attention to this, that people attack even God, Sri Krishna. In his presence, he began mutterings, murmuring, blaming. Krishna did this. So when you see your neighbor say, don't come and think, Guruji, my neighbor, what am I do? Kill him? Tie him out? No. Develop the courage to ignore. The why you see, he purified the sense of hearing to shut out unnecessary sounds. You have to understand what I mean by purifying the sense of hearing, sense of sight. You see certain things, but you're blind. You hear certain things, but you're deaf. If you don't do that, you're caught up with every nonsense that takes place in life. And you remain like that, top spinning in mud. Devotees, in recent times, I've insulated myself a lot from all this stupidness. I don't even read newspapers. Sometimes when I hear come in, Raj just jig me a little bit. I'm wanted to hear so-and-so. So, all right. I have to shut it out too. You know? Not that you're like an ostrich bearing head in the sand. You don't want to destabilize yourself. And you know, a lot of things happen. To me, it is not surprising. It is not shocking. My song Stranger, all that what mentioned about the child earlier on, not shocking, you know. You're going to see more and more of these things happening as you go along. Right? From offering hog, offering goat, they will start to offer people. It's a journey. Right? And I'm not a prophet. Just a pundit using some intellect a little bit to show where we're going. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's happening already. Kali Yuga. You don't blame Kali Yuga. People. We create the problems. So devotees, what you need to do is to insulate yourself early. Right? You have negativities on all sides. Insulate yourself. Right? What doesn't, the unnecessary noise, shut it out. Up today I was telling somebody, if somebody bad talk you, if what they're saying is true, take it and correct yourself now. If it is not true, ignore it. Why are you wasting time? No, Guruji, why is that about me? Why this? How are you going to know why? You understand, devotees? We waste time only. And we pay more time and energy, waste energy on them than on my Lord and Master. Think about it now. How we waste time and waste energy. Yeah? And you could do nothing about it. So devotees, know this point, Krishna Bhagwan. Krishna Bhagwan realized that, you know, this is blame being put upon me. And I always go back, old people like we quote Shakespeare. Younger set of people might know who they call Shakespeare. Shakespeare said, he who steals my purse steals trash. But he who steals from me my good name steals everything. Your good name. Yes, devotees, scriptures tell us you must grudgingly protect your good name. Do the right things to protect your good name. Good name, hard to come by, easy to go. When lost, don't come back so. So Bhagavan Krishna decided, the only way to shut up everybody is to provide evidence. You can't come and say, no, I didn't do it, no, I didn't do it. They're going to say, no, you lie, you lie, and you keep on lying. Get evidence and shut up everybody for good. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, all right, let us go and look for Prasen. And I want quite a few people to go with me. He didn't say as witnesses, but let's go and let's look for Prasen, a search party. And devotee, that search took them to the forest where they saw the horse killed, Prasen body, tiger, the lion, sorry, and they saw blood trails from where the lion is into the cave. Then they analyzed, they added 2 and 2 negative 4 for a change to get the correct answer. You know what? The lion attacked Prasen, the horse and Prasen. And the bear attacked the lion. Krishna Bhagavan mentioned that. Now, you know, devotees, what was very sad? Not a man among them would say, oh, Krishna, we're sorry for blaming you. People don't apologize, you know. They're wrong and they're playing strong. I know. Attitude. But Bhagavan, they want no apology. Because devotees, the best shot you could hit them is to make them put their foot in their mouth. And if they have a big foot, better yet. Sick in the mouth, they can't open the mouth again. You understand? Bhagavan Sri Krishna showed them. Only talk. He didn't tell them anything. But for themselves, they realized Krishna is not to blame. So it's how Krishna Bhagavan cleared himself. No sort of big talk, no sort of fighting, you know, no sort of negativities. He carried out the right action and he cleared his name. Then he told them, he said, all right, I will go inside this cave and I will see if I can find the gem inside here. Wait here for me. Wait here for me until I come back out. And Bhagavan Krishna went into the cave. And when he went into the cave, devotees, he saw this little bear, a bear boy, right? And not B-W-E-R, eh? If it's what? Caribou. B-A-R, the bear. He saw the bear playing with the gem. Bhagavan tried to take the gem from the child. You could imagine that child screaming. You can't take away a toy from the child. And that scream brought Jamwant out from the inner part of the cave. and he saw Krishna Bhagwan. He did not recognize Lord Krishna. Now, devotees, right away, everybody, no matter what, when they come to my child, I could do anything, Right? So, Jamwant attacked Bhagwan Sri Krishna. How dare you take away this gem from my son? To protect the son. A fight started, devotees. Now, quite some time passed here. By time, these people now, they decided, we can't wait for so long, like Krishna, like the BMG killed him too. Then we go back home. They went back home, and they passed on the message, what had happened. Krishna had gone into the cave, but he had not yet come out. We returned. Devotees, now here, a battle started between Jamwant and Bhagwan Sri Krishna. This battle went on. 18 days passed by, but it didn't finish yet. Bhagwan didn't come out yet. Back home, Vasudeva very depressed. Vasudeva, the father of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, where is my son? Even though Krishna was a big man, even though your son is a big man, when something happens to him, it worries you, Your son is always your son. Yeah? So devotees, he was very distressed, very, very down. And then, Narad Muni came and saw him in a depressed mood and said, oh, Vasudeva, why are you so depressed? And then Vasudeva said, Narad, Krishna Bhagwan has disappeared. My son Krishna. And I don't know what to do. Then Narad Muni said, in a simple way, Vasudeva, worrying, why are you worrying? Remember when Krishna was to be born? Go back in the past. Remember when the 8th pregnancy took place? That Mahashakti, she took birth, as we say, within the womb of Rohini. Yashoda Maya. Remember that? And remember when Krishna was born, what happened? You took him across to the home of Nand Baba, Mata Yashoda. And there was this baby girl who Yashoda had given birth to unknowingly. You brought that baby girl back to the prison where you were imprisoned. And what happened, Vasudeva? Don't you remember? That baby was Mahashakti. She transformed herself. He comes a kick on his head and laughing, oh Kans, your death is near. Vasudeva, have you forgotten Devi? Devi is the answer to your problem. Devi protected ever since until now. So rather than sit down and worry and stress yourself out, worship Ma. Perform Devi Yagya, worship Mata sincerely, and through the power of Ma, success will come. Devotees, all is going on took place by the time the 18th day, the battle finished. And Narad Muni advised, and I will help you to officiate, to conduct this yagya. Devi Yag was organized for Vasudeva, by Vasudeva. And Narad Muni devotees, and assisted by Vasudeva, assisted by Narad and so many others, wonderful Devi Katha, praising Ma, worshipping Ma, auspicious period of time. Auspicious. Devotees, this fight continuing inside here. Remember Devi Yag they do for 9 days. That doesn't mean you can't do 1 day, You could do 2 days, you could do 3 days. Devi Bhagavad say that. You could read 1 slok only. Alright? It depends on what your ichha is, what your desire is. So devotees, 9 days of worshipping. Here this fight continues. From the 18th day, remember the yak start, until the 27th day. The 27th day. The battle continued between Bhagwan Sri Krishna and Jamwant. When all of a sudden, realization dawned on Jamwant. Who is this? This is my Sri Ram. This is my Sri Ram. We go back to Sri Ramoutar. When all the devatas returned to their respective abode, Sri Ram told Jamwant, you remain Jamwant. Remain in that form. And when I manifest myself as Sri Krishna Leela Purushottam, we shall have a battle for 27 days. At the end of that time, you shall recognize me. And then we'll be able to free yourself, leave, and go back to your respective abode. Devotees 27 days. Now notice in numbers, 18 days, 27 days, 1 and 8 is 9, 2 and 7 is 9, 9 is JV number. And by the way, let me just tell you in passing, for those of you who like to think a little bit more, why 9 is JV number? People say I have 9 sisters. 9 sisters do you have? Devotees, philosophically, in this world of the creation we have here, everything's energy vibrating at different frequencies. We said that. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, Sarva Rupena Sangsita. Namastasyai, Namastasyai. This is the world of Devi. In this world, devotees, there are 9 factors that exist. Space, time, causation. Creation, sustenance, and dissolution. Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic Prakriti. 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. These 9 principles exist. But you know, Hinduism personifies everything. So they say 9 sisters. The 9 sisters are called, they represent powers that exist in creation. Yeah? So this is why we see Devi number is 9, Durga. Space, time, causation. Everybody is subjected to that. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, Prakriti. Everybody subjected to that. And creation, sustenance, dissolution. Who free from that? These are 9 factors. Now, from the inner part, they say the mother knows who's the father. Shiva is the substratum, the basis. I have to go through, according to Shaktism, this part of Tantrism. You have to go through Devi, the mother knows who's the father. You go through the world, and through the world you come to Shiva, Param Shiva. So in other words, you go through this world with all the 9 factors, transcend them, and then you reach to that point of Shiva, oneness with Shiva. That's philosophy in the devotees. For those of us who are a little mad, who want to think at a higher level. Right? So devotees, this is the whole thing in number 9. Very important. It's a mystical number. Devotees, in 27th day, which is the last day of the yajna, right? Jamban recognized Bhagwan Sri Krishna, the word, Sri Ram. And he threw aside his weapon and prostrated. Prabhu, pranam, danvat. I didn't recognize you, Lord. Chama, forgive me. Bhagwan said, Jamban, don't worry about him. I told you, you remain here until the time must come when you can leave the abode and return to your respective abode. Return. And so devotees, Jamban had a daughter whose name was Jambati. And so he gave her to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. They say in marriage. I think Bhagwan got married, she just in the cave. But you have to understand what the marriage is. We will go into all that. Now, you don't ask me a question if this girl resembles a bear. Right? If Bhagwan Sri Krishna get married to a bear. Right? This is very beautiful, whatever. We won't go into that part of the Katha devotee. Krishna Katha, we could deal with that. Jamban devotees, he bowed, he gave his daughter to Bhagwan Krishna, he returned to the respective abode. Bhagwan took Samantak Mani gem, and devotees coming back, with that Samantak gem together with Jambati, her name is. Yeah? Jambati? Yeah. Devotees, I hear now, Yag is concluding. And, deep devotion, deep in devotion, sincere prayer. Devotees, they were all praying. We pray in our own way. As that yajna came to a climax, and success will come. Dana jaga janani bhavani ho Rama, bhavani ho Rama, achal varadani. Dana jaga janani ho Rama. Dana jaga janani bhavani ho Rama, bhavani ho Rama, achal varadani. Dana jaga janani ho Rama. Jagamaga jagamaga jyota virali. Jagamaga 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 jyota virali. Tej pratapa vidhani ho Rama, vidhani ho Rama, achal varadani. Janani ho Rama, jaga janani bhavani ho Rama, bhavani ho Rama, achal varadani. Jaga janani ho Rama. पार तुम्हारो। महिमा महिमा अगमय पर तुम्हारो। महिमा अगमय पर तुम्हारो। तेज सुरेश न जानी हो रामा, न जानी हो रामा। अचल वरदानी धन जग जननी हो राम। धन जग जननी भवानी हो रामा, भवानी हो रामा। अचल वरदानी धन जग जननी हो राम। दुख हरनी सुख संपत्ति भरनी। दुख हरनी सुख संपत्ति भरनी। दुख हरनी सुख संपत्ति भरनी। करनी सकल कल्याणी हो रामा, कल्याणी हो रामा। अचल वरदानी धन जग जननी हो राम। धन जग जननी भवानी हो रामा, भवानी हो रामा। अचल वरदानी धन जग जननी हो राम। अचल वरदानी, अचल वरदानी। अचल वरदानी, अचल वरदानी। अचल वरदानी, अचल। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सदा रूपेण संस्थिता। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दया रूपेण संस्थिता। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सिद्धि रूपेण संस्थिता। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृ रूपेण संस्थिता। नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। नमस्तस्यै मां, नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः। अचल वरदानी, अचल वरदानी। अचल वरदानी, अचल वरदानी। अचल वरदानी, अचल वरदानी। जग जननी भवानी हो रामा, भवानी हो रामा। अचल वरदानी धन जग जननी हो राम। Devotees, intense devotions to Devi. And just as the climax came, Boli Shri Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. When that Jaikar resounded, they saw that brilliance coming towards Satrajit, where the yag was taking place. That brilliance, what was the brilliance? Syamantak Mani gem. Into that assembly walked Bhagavan Sri Krishna with the Syamantak gem and also with Jambavati. Devotees. In other words, to put it simply, through the performance of that Devi Yagya, Vasudeva got that courage, that conviction. He was reunited with his son, Sri Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And not only reunited, but all things fell back into place through the power of Mata. Energy. Not a blade of grass moves without Mata, without energy. And this is why we keep saying, no matter what pujas we do, you must worship on some aspect of Devi. Must worship Devi, Mother. Devotees, Sri Suji Maharaj is saying, O sages, through the power of Devi Yagya, through the grace of Mata, even divinity benefited through the sincere worship of this divine aspect of the infinite, Mool Prakriti, primordial energy. So devotees, what we are saying, I mean, no matter what problems we may have, and we all have problems to some extent, if you shut out everything, understand, I'm putting some provisos in place. You have to shut out everything. You can't come here and mind all over and expecting to work. You have to do like Dhundhukari. You have to listen with 100% attention. Put your mind, make your sacrifice. And you know what? Navratri have started. What you do, you keep up your worship all day. Why? One of the reasons why we ask to fast and so on and so forth. Because you can keep your mind fixed on Devi. And I want to suggest when you're fasting for Devi, it may make no sense you fasting and whole, you pack all kind of nonsense otherwise. Talking about people, getting vexed, angry, whatever. It's better you do fast. The fast there's a spiritual aspect of it, a dimension of it. Not only not eating. If you're not eating, but you vex whole day, quarreling whole day, you're not fasting, you're starving. The fast must be spiritual. And do it to the best of your ability. You make a sacrifice. Remember, there are two beings who would know everything. You and Mata. Nobody else. It doesn't matter to me. Because jaisa karni, vaisa bharni. What you do is what you're going to get. And we can't hide from Ma. We can't hide. So remember, Shivan, if you ever hear me say, the fellow they call Chitragupta, when you see people die and so on, they say, Garu Puran say, there's a fellow who writes down everything everybody does. Which man could do that, boy? Who is Chitragupta? Chitra means picture, and Gupta means secret. So Chitragupta is the secret picture of every person's life. And who knows of the secret picture of your life? Who do you think no? Huh? God? God has time with us shopping this way. You alone. God will interfere, He's the impartial witness. I keep saying, God will punish nobody, Your karmas come back to haunt you. Now the thing is, I could fool the world. But who is Chitragupta? The recording ability of your own mind. That is why everybody has a Chitragupta inside. Everything you do, everything you experience inside are here. You know it. So when we see time come, Hardev lying down there and Chitragupta coming, is Hardev himself coming, Like me, How dare you do so? I can't see no your lie. I'm talking to myself. You can run, but you can't hide. The quicker people understand this, the better for all of us. You play games. Those games take you nowhere. Sincerity, honesty, straightforwardness. Because everything is documented inside. Everybody knows the secret picture of your life. Everybody. Okay? So finally, you're responsible. Not God. Yeah? So this is why when we have the time, all know so, time for fasting and so on, I go inside, I analyze. Mata, I have done so many things that's not true. That's not good. I told many lies. I'm not perfect, Ma. Mantra hinam, kriya hinam, bhakti hinam, sureshwari. But in that state, what you do? You ask for forgiveness. And you hurt anybody, ask them for forgiveness. You can't hurt somebody and ask God for forgiveness, The person has to forgive you. In other words, this period of time is for cleansing. Not only bathing everybody outside, but the mind also. Cleansing inside also. And if you can't do that, when Chitragupta come, you ever see some people when they come, when it's time to die, how they ball and hard? Huh? When Jamdut come for them with the fork and thing. Yeah. Because they're confronted by the bad actions. Nobody gets away. Koi la kare chaturai karma ka lekh mute nari bhai. Nobody gets away. So devotees, this period of time is not only to worship Devi Mata, get this now, it's also to purify ourselves. What the fasting is about. Get rid of all the negativities inside. Clear the cesspool inside. So when Navratri is finished, I'm prepared to go forward. And I can take on you from a different perspective. But unfortunately, nobody could do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So when a yag is finished, You have to know where you have reached, if you have attained anything. Did you cleanse inside or did you add more impurities? You determine. But Mata is most compassionate. When we worship sincerely, believe me, she takes care of us. And devotees, if I put my personal thing, I love to go to God, you could have different relationships with God. Some people don't want to believe that. Man is gregarious by nature. We understand relationships. Yeah? You have some people tell them worship God as a father, they curse you. Because they have no relationship with a father. Father abused them. How you could tell them worship God as father? Why Hinduism has given you this. Tumeva mata chabita tumeva. Vassal bhav, madhuri bhav, sakhya bhav, all the different bhavas based upon your temperament. I love to go to God as a child going to mother and father. You know why? You ever see a mother drop the child? I mean, not if she married, a normal mother. When the child in mother's lap, mother give life to the child, mother do everything for the child. And I have that kind of thing. Even if mother angry with the child, mother still forgive the child. So, Shivan, me perfect, no? So sometimes I quarrel and then say, but I know, Mata, you don't carry baggage. You know I'm imperfect. I'm immature, whatever. Right? I know you'll forgive me. So I want to come to you as a child in your lap. You won't drop me. I know you won't drop me. Like my temperament. But mother, there's nothing like mother. Mati, Devo Bhava. Mother is first God. Yeah? So it all depends on individuals, how you see yourself, where you want to go. Okay? If you want to see Devi as a friend, as a sister, I don't know. But sometimes even these sister relationships, you have plenty fight, man. You can't even trust them kind of relationship either. I would tell you, this is society today. So devotees, you decide where you want to go. But again, I'm pointing out to you as I close, you are on your own journey. Devi not going to do it for you. You have to take that first step. Bhagavan says, you take one step towards me, I take 100 steps towards you. So we have started our yajna. So the first night, we've had challenges. Watch everything work out all right. First night, they haven't finished yet. Have belief in Devi, boy. Have belief in Ma. Yeah? Whatever she does is for the best. And prepare yourself. You should learn from this what has happened tonight. And let's go forward. And as you go day by day, intensify your sacrifice. Make it more and more difficult for you. Depends on what you do. Okay, devotees? All right? So, Bhaiya, Diakshat, keep on worshipping Mata. And whole day, let the mind be on Devi. Put the mind on Devi. Don't take on anybody now. And I thank God that, you see, I'm in puja whole day. So, may I time for no stupidness now, boy? Worshipping Devi, do me stutra, light me incense and thing, do me puja, do me havan. Nobody talking no stupidness wrong me. All right? When I finish, I drink my green tea and I go home. You follow? When I'm home, I'm by myself. Mind on Ma. I'm telling you, it makes a big, big difference. Yeah. This year could be totally different for all of us. And it's ending on Ram Navami Day. We'll talk more about that when you go there. Why specifically? How it's working like this so beautifully. What it implies. But we have started well. Okay? So blessings to everybody. Devotees, we conclude. Boli Siyar Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. We made a preparation for the final Havan. Pangandev, the first night, you're here, so I invite you. I'm sure the Ramoutar Phal would appreciate very much. Spiritual leader of Sukh Shanti. Words of blessings and encouragement.
बोल सी माँ दुर्गा माता की जय।
Yeah.
Apparently, current was still cut off. Come back. Brahmacharya has passed on to me. I have nothing to say. But I'd like to introduce two persons. One is son of Pandit Balaram, like Pandit Vinayak. And next one will be the grandson of Dr. Uma Maharaj, who was the president of Mahasabha long ago. So first, Pandit Vinayak.
Officiating Vyas, Paramachar Pandit Hardev Prasad, Pandit Gyandev, spiritual head of Sukh Shanti, Pandit Umarat, devotees, Sitaram. Please join in with me as we worship Divine Mother, Durga Ma, Adi Shakti Devi Day. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sadhike Sharanye Tramike Gauri Narayane Namostute Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Om Shanti 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 Bole Shri Adi Shakti No Durga Mata Ki
With a chord by you call us the Rukin. Yeah, you half the man cut off. Right, the Yag Karta Ramoutar family. I said I have present here today the grandson of Dr. Umar Maharaj. Vinayak spoke, he said he wouldn't talk, but he can do some action. So I call upon the grandson of Dr. Umar Maharaj and his consort. Come, please. He is the grandson of Dr. Umar Maharaj, who knows Shankaracharya well. She, Kimberly, her mother, took care of Papa in the later stage. She was a nurse. I'll bow with Shankaracharya blessing and come back here. Bow there, boy. Her mother was the one who took care of Papa, the Shankaracharya, in the later stage. Medically, without any charge whatsoever, without any problem, whatever the day, whatever the night, whatever injection, whatever medication. And she's continued tradition. She is in Sukh Shanti, and she brought along her husband. I call him the grandson of Umar Maharaj, right? And he has an act to do. I told him we need people in the temple who can make assistance, help us. Because this is not a rich temple. So for some reason, people think these people in this temple are richer. Shivan, I don't mean you and make them think so, what I know. So he has brought with him some medication, it's very expensive. I've spoken to persons who need medication, and he's going to, I'll give it to them personally. We don't want people to highlight what we've given them. So the medication, thank you very much, I'll pass it on. Kimberly has also, one minute. Kimberly has also given a chela, value of $9,000 because they have on a yag, right? Tara, wait, Tara. Kalauti Beti. So they are making contribution. They'll continue to. So on behalf of the Shankaracharya, who her mother, Indra, told her, don't ever leave anywhere where the Shankaracharya is. He's on the wall there. So she's here and she's making contribution. Special blessings to you. Hari Om, Kalyan. Listen. And I want to just let you all know, the year continues until when? Ram Navami. You'll invite you to join forever. And I'll end by saying one thing. Ramoutar family was here and Parmar was here. And I have plenty of hypocrites. Hypocrites. I can't come to temple, Parmar dead. Hypocrites. The chairs crying all about. They can't come Sukh Shanti. The temple he built. You all came here, you made contribution at the Murti, you made contribution and you continue doing it. So for the hypocrites, leave them. But those who are genuine, you and your son, he's not a hypocrite, you know. Shiva and Chandra. Special blessings to you. Keep up the good work. So Shanti is a temple of SWAHA. It's not my temple. And when I call Vinayak to talk, because he cancels most of the time here. I am not the grab on, I the Baba. I the spiritual leader. I am nothing here. Vinayak is carrying on, Parmar is carrying on. When I have a chance, I carry on, and Vinayak carries on. This is a temple of SWAHA. Today, the Parmar is carrying on. We are very blessed. So to all of you, special blessings. Hope you all be here for the rest of the year. And this will pass on according to the person who need the medication. We do have one on the mic. You have the mic? Did you have the mic or is it? Have the mic there, Shivan? Jayo, Tayo, whatever his name is.
Let's all join. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Sri Vigneshwaraya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Namas Chandikaya Swaha. Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namah Swaha. Om Hrim Shashti Deviyai Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Om Sri Chausat Yogini Devi Mata Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Suryadi Navagraha Devata Swaha. Om Sri Brahmagni Devaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Sitaramachandraya Swaha. Om Sri Vishnu Lakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Shiva Parvati Mata Swaha. Sri Riddhi Siddhi Data Swaha. Om Sri Brahma Sharada Mata Swaha. Sri Surya Gayatri Devi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Hanu 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 Hanumantaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Gram Devata Swaha. Om Sri Sthan Devata Swaha. Om Sri Vastu Devata Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devata Swaha. Om Sri 33 Karo Devata Swaha. Sarvadevata Suradevibhyo Namah Swaha. Sri Anand Surupaya Par Brahmbhyo Namah Swaha. Om Sri Guruve Namah Swaha. Patan Purnahuti, final offering. Concentrate. Om Namas Shivaya. Om Namas Chandikaya. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Sarvam Mangala Mangali Shive Sarvarata Sarike Sharanitram Gauri Narayani Namosate. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Maya Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Shivaya Cha Shivtraya Cha Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamarat Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagam Swaha. Om Sarva Paparam Divyangam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Chamaya Datam Grihan Parameshwara Achmanyam Samarpayami. Police Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Brahmagni Devata Ki Jai.
Holy Sri Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. Devotees, we join together in our final arati. Proceed towards conclusion. जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी मैया जय मंगल मूर्ति मैया जय आनंद करनी तुमको निषद न ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी मांग सिंदूर विराजत तीखो मृग मद को मांग सिंदूर विराजत तीखो मृग मद को उज्ज्वल से नयना चंद्र बदनी को कनक समान कलेवर रतांबर राजय कनक समान कलेवर रतांबर राजय रक्त पुष्प गलमाला कंठन पर साजय हरि वाहन राजत खड्ग खपरधारी, के हरि वाहन राजत खड्ग खपरधारी। सुर नर मुनि जन सेवक तिनके दुख हारी। कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती, कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती। कोटिक चंद्र दिवाकर समराजत ज्योति। शुंभ निशुंभ विदारे महिषासुर घाती, शुंभ निशुंभ विदारे महिषासुर घाती। धूम्र विलोचन नैना निश दिन मदमाखी। चंद मुंद संहारे शोणित बीज हरे, चंद मुंद संहारे शोणित बीज हरे। मधु कैत भदु मारे सुर भयहीन करे। ब्रह्मानी रुद्रानी तुम कमलरानी, ब्रह्मानी रुद्रानी तुम कमलरानी। आगम निगम बताने तुम शिव पतरानी। चौसत योगिनी गावत नृत्य करत भैरू, चौसत योगिनी गावत नृत्य करत भैरू। बाजत ताल मृदंगा और बाजत डमरू। तुम हो जग की माता, तुम हो ही भरता, तुम हो भक्तन की दुख हरता, सुख संपत्ति करता। भुजाचार्य अति शोभित वरमुद्राधारी, भुजाचार्य अति शोभित वरमुद्राधारी। मन वांछित फल पावत सेवत नर नारी। कंचन थाल विराजत अगर कपूर पाती, कंचन थाल विराजत अगर कपूर पाती। श्री माँ की तुम्हें राजत कोटि रतन ज्योति। श्री अम्बे जी की आरती जो कोई नर गाए। कहत शिवानंद स्वामी सुख संपत्ति पावे। Devotees of the Slokas compare the Arti, Mahamantra Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Let's all join together. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 दुर्गा 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 हरे 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 शिव 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 हरे 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 दुर्गा 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 हरे 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 शिव 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 दुर्गा 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 हरे 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 शिव 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 हरे हरे शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु त्रिविधताप निवारण हे विभु अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलम् मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलाय तनुहरि ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरी परमेश्वर ओम गच्छ गच्छुर्श्रेष्ठ स्वस्थाने परमेश्वर यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतासना ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषाम् इन्दिवर्षामो हृदयस्तु जनार्दन ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वरी यत्पूजितं मया देवी परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम गच्छ त्वं भगवन् अग्नि स्वस्थानि कुंड मध्यतः हुतम आदाय देवेभ्य शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे ओम ब्रह्मग्नये नमः ओम त्वमेव माता च पितः त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। आर शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु. Blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees. Devotees, on behalf of the Ramoutar family, many blessings to all of you who have joined us. Blessings, Pandit Gyandev, Pandit Umarat, Pandit Vinayak, and the grandson of Pandit Umar Maharaj, Pandit Gyandev, what his name is? Dr. Umar, yeah. What his name is? Rivadadat, okay. All right. While I was in Mahasabha, Pandit Umar Maharaj, he was President General. Yeah? Yeah. Good relationship with him. Very good person. Excellent. Blessings to all of you. Now, devotees, meals have been prepared for all. You will receive your arti here. You will repair to the downstairs where the meals will be distributed and prasad will also be collected downstairs. The yag continues until next week, Tuesday, remember. So do join us as our devotions to Devi Ma continue. Blessings to everybody.